Hello, today we are going to talk about Introduction to Factorization for Class 8, which is from Chapter 14 from Ncert book. So, let us see that what exactly is a factor. Okay, so when it comes to mathematics, what all could be the different kind of factors? Say, let us take natural numbers. Natural numbers, the factorization we had studied in class 6. For example, 30. 30 can be, what all numbers can exactly divide 30? Let us look at that way. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 and 15 as well as 30 itself. So these are the numbers which divide 30. Okay. Now out of these numbers, the ones which are prime numbers, the one which cannot be further divided, those are the prime factors of the given number. Now, another kind of factor could be algebraic expressions also, or it could be terms also. Okay, for example, 2xy. So what are the factors of 2xy? It is 2x and y. Now you all must be thinking that this is very easy to understand, uh, and teachers don't tend to explain us the tougher things that comes in the exam and rather teach only the easy ones. Okay, let us take this way. 12x square y. I think now we are a little better. So 12 can be broken down as, what are the factors? 2, apart from 1 and 12 of course, 2, 3 and 4, and of course there is 6 also. So these are the factors of 12. And for x square, what are the factors? X and x itself. And for y, it is y only. So now, in this chapter, we'll study how to break the term or the number into factors and then taking out the common between them, or by regrouping or by various methods. Okay. So, in this case, let us now get into the next part where we'll talk about the factorization, that how we can solve it further in this particular chapter. Let us take an example of say 5xy plus 10x. Again, I am taking an easy example, being a teacher. So what are the factors of 5xy? 5x and y. And for 10, what are the factors? 10 can be written as 2 into 5 into x. So I'm just breaking it into smaller part, 5 into x into y plus 2 into 5 into x. Okay. So what is the common thing between, this is known as a term, this is also known as another term. Okay. So what are the common between these two terms? Definitely 5 is common between them, x is common in between them. So whatever remains behind, that we are supposed to put within bracket. So from 5xy, 5x is the common thing, so y remains, plus from this 10x, what remains? Only 2 remains. So this is how we are going to solve the question for rest of the chapter, when it is common, when there is some common factor between all the terms. Now, interesting thing is, like in science we have studied, it's a reversible process, not irreversible one. For example, in maths, if you are doing one step, if you are correct, you should be able to go back to the original question again. Like for example, 5x into y will give you 5xy, and 5x into 2 will give you 10x. So that means your answer was correct. Okay. Now you understood the common factor method. In common factor method, what happens? There is something common between all the terms. Okay. Let us take little tougher question. Okay. So let us take 10x square minus 18x cube plus 14x to the power 4. This seems reasonably tougher compared to what we do on the board. Okay. So 10, 18 and 14. What is the thing that is common between all of them? Apparently it seems 2 definitely is. I don't think so beyond 2 there is anything possible. So I'll definitely write a 2. Now here we have a x square, x cube and x to the power 4. So which is the smallest power? X square. So blindly I can write down x square over here. Why? Because the smallest power for a given variable, it is going to be a common factor for all of them. So what is left behind in the first term? 5 into 2 gives 10, so 5. And x square is already out. This is minus, so minus will come down. Then after that, what do we have? 18. 18 can be written as 9 into 2 and x square is already out, so x. So 2x square into 9x will give me 18x cube. So that's why 9x is written over here. Okay. Plus, because the plus sign is already here, 14 can be written as 2 into 7 and it is x to the power 4. So I can write it as x square because 7x square into 2x square will give me 14x to the power 4. So this is the answer for this particular portion. Now this can further be broken down. We'll be seeing this little later. Okay. So this first method is getting a common factor from all the terms. Okay. Now the next part we are going to talk about is regrouping. So let us look at this question. X square plus xy plus 8x plus 8y. In this kind of question where regrouping is needed, you will see all the 4 don't have anything in common in totality. But if we group them into 2 parts, then we have something is in common between that smaller group. So what do we have? From the first 2 terms, we can see there is x common. Okay. Then we have x plus y. And from the third and the fourth term, we have got 8x plus y. Now, at this stage, x plus y is there in both the terms. So x plus y is taken out as common. And what is left behind is x plus 8. Okay. So that's the answer, x plus y and x plus 8. Got it? Okay. Now, at this stage, let us delve little deeper into another kind of question. Otherwise, you will say all the easy ones we do it. So, z minus 7 plus 7xy minus xyz. Okay. Over here, we can take this first 2 and third and fourth terms together. Or we could have taken the first and the fourth term together and second and third together. That also we could have done. So out of z and 7, what is common? 1. So we'll write z minus 7 plus out of 7xy and xyz, what is common? What is common? X and y is common. So we have z minus 7 again. So finally what do we get? 1 plus xy into z minus 7. So that's the factorization. Now the third type of factorization that we need to do is factorization using identities. Factorization using identities was done earlier in this book. So as we know, what are the major identities that we have done in class 8 is x plus y whole square is x square plus 2xy plus y square. The second is x minus y whole square is x square minus 2xy plus y square. And the third one that we have is x square minus y square is equal to x plus y into x minus y. So using these three major identities, we are going to solve questions in this particular chapter for factorization. Okay. So now another question must be coming to your mind, that how do we understand that like whether we are going to use this identity or not. So let us take a very short example first. Okay, x square plus 8x plus 16. Okay, in this case what do we see? First look at x square. Okay, it's a perfect square. Second, we look at the number itself. Is it a perfect square? Obviously yes, 16 is 4 into 4. So the moment we get this and this as two perfect squares, that very moment we have to be sure that there is some kind of identity that is going to be used. Now there is a plus, so that means what identity we are going to use? We are going to use x plus y whole square. Why? Because there is a plus sign. Had there been a minus sign, I would have gone for x minus y. Okay. So how this can be written? It can be written as x square plus 2 into x into 4 plus 4 square. Now this can be written as x plus 4 whole square. Okay, which can also be written as x plus 4 into x plus 4. Okay. Now let us look at obviously little difficult question. Okay, 49p square minus 36. This is very apparent. This is a square, perfect square, and this is also a perfect square. So the moment we get this, we write it as 7p ka whole square minus 6 square. Okay, and this can be written as a square minus b square can be written as a plus b into a minus b. That is 7p plus 6, 7p minus 6. Understood? Okay. Let us look at one more question and let us make it little more difficult so that we don't have any doubt left. This is still little easy, but still let's go ahead with it. Now here there are 4 terms. Nothing is common between all of them. So if we observe it carefully, we have 2ab. The moment we see 2ab and there is a square and there is a b square, that means this first 3 terms can be written as a minus b whole square minus c square comes down as it is. Now this again looks like this itself becomes x square minus y square. Okay, x square minus y square format. So this will become x square minus y square is x plus y into x minus y. So this will be a minus b plus c, and this will become a minus b minus c. Okay. At least now you won't be saying that I skipped out the tough ones and only the tough ones are for the students. Okay. Now there is another kind of question. Okay. That is again very common. They call it splitting the middle term, or they call it factor in the form x plus a into x plus b, actually plus minus. Okay, this is of the form x square plus bx plus c. Let me write a in front and don't be confused between these two. Okay, this format looks like this. For example, we can have a question like y square minus 7y plus 12. So here in front of y square there is 1, b in our case is minus 7, and this is 12. So the aim is to factorize 12, the number without the variable, in such a way that it is divided into 2 parts such that overall the sum comes to 7 minus 7. So if we take factors of 12, it is 2, 6, 2, 3, 3, 1. So now we have to get minus 7. So what do we do? 2 into 2, 4 and 3. That is okay. That is one way. Okay. And what we can do further? Y square. Okay. Minus 3y minus 4y. Okay. Plus 12. Now you must be thinking, why minus 3 minus 4? See, overall sign over here is plus 12. Okay, so if you multiply minus 3 and minus 4, we are going to get plus 12 only. And here we need a minus, so that's why minus 3 and minus 4. Had there been plus 7y, we would have written as y square plus 3y plus 4y plus 12. Got the point? Had there been minus 12 over here, then things would have changed a bit. One of the numbers would have been positive, other would have been negative, such that you should have got minus 7y. So this can be simplified further as first two terms. Let's take something common. The something common is y. So we are left with y minus 3 minus 4. Remember this. We are going to take minus 4 as common. So what is left? Y, and this is plus 12. So to get plus 12, minus 4 should be multiplied with minus 3. And obviously, like, y minus 3 should be there in both the terms. So ultimately we are going to get y minus 3 into y minus 4. So these are the factors of y square minus 7y plus 12. Okay. Now let us see one more question. Okay. Suppose it is z square minus 4z minus 12. So what do we do? Again, factorize. 12, 2, 6, 2, 3, 3, 1. Okay. In this case, the product is a minus. Okay. So one of the number will be positive, other will be negative, as I told some time back. So what could be that combination? Okay. Let us look into it. It could be anything, say 3 2s are 6 and 2. So what will happen? Overall we need minus 4z. So the groups will be 6 and 2. Okay. Minus 6 plus 2 will give me minus 4. Okay. And minus 6 into 2 will give me minus 12. So both the conditions are getting satisfied. So we'll write z square minus 6z plus 2z. So that overall I get minus 4z minus 12. And this we can write it as z minus 6 plus 2 z minus 6. Okay. So we'll have z minus 6 into z plus 2. So these are the factors of this particular question. So now we come to end of basic factorization. Okay, there could be many other different kind of questions, but then the format won't be beyond this. So be assured that once you have understood all these types of questions, you can solve any question in factorization chapter for class 8. Thank you all, and we'll be coming back with another session on division and common mistakes made in this particular chapter.